What's going on, everybody? Okay, this is going to be a real short video, and I want to explain to you something. The word moon is way too perfect. The center of the roulette, which connects 16, 19, 17, and 20, and 18 and 21, which spells the ru, which is the road, which is the same spelling as Nibiru, which is coming down as the seventh inning stretch. Moon equals 57, Heinz 57, A. Orphan children coming from a satellite, because we enter into these bodies, we don't actually own them, we come here through birth. We're connected through maybe the pineal gland, and we are wireless. Moon, it has two zeros in it, mean two connecting rings. Moon 57, 3 by 19 is 57. If you go to roulette, on the electronic standing roulette, where you get to make your bets by just pressing the numbers, by putting pressing the number on your table to get those numbers. It's specially marked. Okay, orphans 57. 5775 is next year. If you count up moon and you count up the zeros as 15 and 15, or if you want, count them as 6 and 6, count them as this. 13, 1 and 3 is 4. 0, 15 is 6. 15 is 6, and 14 is 5. 4 and 6 is 10. 10 and 6 is 16. 16 and 5 is 21, which makes 1 cube dice added 1 through 6. Then on this side over here, you have 4. You have 15 times 15, or bring it down to the single digit, which is 6 and 6, because it's the 15th letter. 4 times 6 equals 72. 72 times n5, 14, 1 and 4 is 5, equals the 360 degrees around in the 28 days or whatever it is before we get to see the moon again. Okay? If we check out the numbers on the bottom, okay, splitting the zeros in half, we get 4665. It also spells the Federation. 46 and 65 is 111. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. On roulette, it's dead centered. It connects two sides. It's way too perfect with high noon, high moon. Words in translation. Where else am I going to go with this? The moon, there. It's. Let me tell you one thing. Let's just move into the future a little bit, okay? Whatever you think is actually real. What's real? They went to the moon. Big deal. The question is, what's in the moon? There's a mist. I just went outside. I saw half a moon. The rest was all misty. Why should our moon be misty? Do you see the size of that thing? I can't even get that in my window. It's so big from the distance. Imagine if we were inside and things were hung from the rafters. Words in translation. As I grew up, I learned words in translation, so I use them. In my discoveries of what may not be true, I say that it is true because it's a story we're creating. It's like writing a book. But the truth is, it's real. But we don't want to believe it. What does it cost us to believe that there's something with the moon? It's a satellite. It does things. Maybe it does move the oceans. Maybe the oceans are actually like this. The minute you get to this end of the ocean, I mean, you can look over and go, holy crap, outer space. Rubik's, one Rubik's, two Rubik's. The corners, the four corners, A, B, C, and now you either get the four corners, because A plus B plus C equals 6, plus D equals 10. Now you got the whole, but 4 equals the four corners. Four corners, the 9 birth, that's the biggest stretch you can get, because creation comes from A and B. Look at the dice. When you look at the dice, okay, here's the 2 dice, okay, here's the 1 dice. I mean, just in one flash, they are just the 3 dice. Now you have to have the 2 dice both sides in order to cover all 4 corners. But if we're talking about Rubik's, we're also talking about this corner, this corner, this corner, and this corner. Forget about what's on here. Because if you really want to know how many dots I can get on here, there's 6 sides by 9 is 54. But you only can turn 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're actually turning 4. So all that's turning is 12 in the center. Or 12 in the center this way. You're turning 12 or you're turning 12. When you turn the edges, Each corner owns 3 spaces along the edges. Do you understand Rubik's Cube? If I turn here, I'm no longer touching center 6 in that world. Somehow there's more to this world than just a day that we go by. There's more than a day. When I was on that radio show, they said this guy said something, and I know he's right somewhere. Somewhere he's right. Somehow, some way, that the only way we make a complete day happens after 4 tries. That's why 4 tries of 7 days, 28 days, and we get the moon that comes out, 6 by 28, okay, equals to 168 hours. 7 by 24 equals to 168 hours. Sorry, I made a mistake. And the 168 is how many hours there are in a week. The other is 168 would be the actual 7 different moons times, 6 different moons times the 28 days. Did you follow me? And like I said before, 2 and 4 and 8 and 6 are the only numbers that touch each other, meaning flip 2 over to 8, flip 4 over to 6. 8 and 6 reflect each other and have a 7 to 6 payout odds in the game of craps. 6 and 2, you flip 6 and 2 over, you get 1 and 5, 6. So 8 becomes 6, 6 becomes 8, 5 becomes 9, 9 becomes 5, 4 becomes 10, 10 becomes 4. Craps 7, 11. When you have 11, the only that's missing is 3, and that's craps, you lose if you're betting on the pass line. Anyways, should we leave it short for now? Big Ben? How about Franklin? How about Franklin the turtle? What does that have to do with life? You know little Franklin that all the kids go, hey, Franklin. I'm talking about Benjamin Franklin, but I'm talking about the turtle. I'm talking about both. What is their connection inside the new world of definitions? Because we make it all up here. Isn't that what we do, Mr. Tack Fans? We make it all up, right? We're going to clean off the old definition and see what we can add on in little pencil. I've got so many little pencil and digit marks next to everything. I'm like a Digimon. Whoa, Digimon. That'd be a good name for something, wouldn't it? Anyways, the 44, the reflection in the mirror. We talked about, I'm at the 54. What happens? 54 plus 3 equals how much? 54 plus 3 equals 51. Well, I'm going that way in the field. 54 plus 3 equals 54. Equals 53. 54 plus 3. 54, 55, 54, 53. Oh, I forgot to tell you, on the football field, where 7 by 7 is 49. 8 by 8 is 64. So you see 7 by 7 is 49, and we have 1 yard free in NFL. And 7 by 7 is 49 in the CFL. We got 6 free. For man 6 on this side of the field and on that side of the field. We got men on both sides of the field. Forget about, and don't forget about, where the quarterback has to get it from the snap, and he moves back 3 yards. So now when you make your circle, you're going to have to make your circle on both sides, because who says his average forward is going to be any more than his average backwards? And how far back is he going to go? Oh, he got sacked, a loss for 8 yards, a loss for 6 yards, a loss for 4 yards. But the running back, his average running is usually 3.7 to 4.2. So really, by going forward and going backwards, for some reason, it seems to be a good thing. But on average, it's only when you break out. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I want to thank you all for watching. Be nice to your wife. Be nice to your man. Be nice to the people. Because it's time. 14 more months before the definition of life gets a new add-on inside the dictionary. The world of knowledge will fall upon us, and we will all learn something new. Thank you for watching. Raphael 7286. And the constellation of the flying horse and the single dot of the unicorn. Thank you for watching once again and again and again.